This here's Jim Bob.
This here's Clint.
And we are the Whiskey Drinkers, buddy.
That's right. Now, we got us a little story for you now.
Yep.
This is a story that actually happened to us. It's a true story.
Yeah, we got a bit of a ghost story, you know, especially for Halloween and stuff.
Jim Bob seems to think there was a ghost involved. I kind of question it a little bit.
I'm like 125% right that it's a ghost.
If you say so.
Well, just tell them the stories. Tell them.
It's hard. Josh, scratch my
We
nose.
worked in a fucking haunted house.
We worked in a haunted house.
That's
This
where
was
it
years
starts.
ago now. What would that have been, about 2003?
Something like, I think 2003.
2005 maybe, somewhere around
Somewhere
there.
around there.
We were working in a haunted house up in Indiana here, Indiana County, PA.
Now, well, how did we get with this haunted house? Remember, it wasn't some guy said, hey, what are you guys doing? You guys want some extra money?
And we're like, all right.
Yeah.
So we went, and he's like, well, we're building a haunted house, and
Yeah.
we need some extra help, and, whatever. And we're like, okay, it sounds
Oh, yeah.
good,
Sounds fun. Something to do. Get a
So-
little money.
Jim Bob, being musically inclined such as he is, took a gig as, well, Greg, no.
Well, DJ, right? And whenever we were in the room, it was real cool. Because when you go in there, some people might be wondering what it's like to work in a haunted house. When you go in there, they say, what do you want to wear? I guess people can bring shit from home.
They could.
Be themselves. That one guy was Leatherface or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm poor, so I had to pick a mask. And I got this cool-ass pumpkin one. But whenever I got it...
I still have that mask somewhere.
Do you really?
I do still have it somewhere.
When I put that son of a
Stick
bitch
it
on
out.
my head, the guy came up to me, the main guy, and he said, are you going to wear that? And I said, yeah. Why? What's wrong with that? And the guy said, well, because we wanted you to come work here because your face is weird looking.
And the odd thing, too, with that mask is we had music playing in the background.
Yeah.
And it was just, some little Halloween music and whatever.
Yeah.
As soon as Jim Bob picked up that mask, it was like I had it up and put it on.
Yeah.
The song ended. And the damn Silver Shamrock song from
Oh, yeah, because
Halloween
it was
3
kind of
came
like that mask off of Halloween 3.
So it was pretty odd right off the bat. I
It
might
was.
say.
But then I was on the wheels of steel. I was cutting it up left and right. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. That was
Wheels of Steel?
the turntables. That was my first.
Vinyl, Jim Bob.
The wheels of steel. Wheels are made out of steel that the vinyl sits on.
Oh,
So, anyways, this isn't hip hop lesson
you learn
time.
something new every time.
But that was my first DJ opportunity. I said, you know what, I'm going to do it. So I had to think to myself, I had to say, this might be getting a little more deep into it, but I want to tell these guys.
Well, they need to know.
So I had to think to myself, as this master DJ Pumpkin Man, what am I going to do here? What kind of music am I going to play? Now, I want to play something funky.
Yeah.
It's just like a crazy disco, a dead disco. There's college girls over there in cages fucking going wild.
Not those kind of college girls and not those kind of cages.
Well, they might have
Don't get
been.
your hopes up.
I didn't talk to them because I was a little bit
Shy.
shy of them. But anyways, so I'm in there, and I'm more worried about my craft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not out there getting pussy. I'm worried about my craft. So I'm in there, and so I picked out Staying Alive. Because, right? Staying Alive and Michael Jackson Thriller.
And you're in like a zombie disco room.
Exactly.
So it makes sense.
Michael Jackson Thriller and
Perfect
Staying
sense.
Alive. And then people were saying, quit fucking playing the Bee Gees and stuff. I'm like, go fuck yourself. But regardless, okay, that was my part of it. I apologize. So
That's all right.
we're working in there. It was a good time. There were some hot girls in there.
And me being the smarter man that I am myself,
Yep.
they ended up making me the head of security.
Yeah.
So once we got done building the damn place, I was the head of security. So I would go in every night, and I would dish out the radios because we had little earbuds. I mean, we were like Secret Service in that place.
Because you got to be careful, because there might be some asshole that comes through and he punches, the master DJ up there doing his job with the pumpkin mask on.
So we had to make sure Jim Bob's ass was safe.
Yeah.
So now you got a lot of drunk kids coming in, drunk college kids coming in. They want to go through a tour. Now this house happened to not be like a lot of the houses, haunted houses, where it was all animated, animatronics, whatever.
Yeah.
Like we actually had people dressed up doing little gets.
Jumping out and doing weird shit.
Yeah, and I mean, like each room had its own thing to it.
And
like
the
a
place,
disco room.
and the place wasn't like a fucking house. The place was a pigsty,
It was like literally
For the fair.
a pigsty.
and they just built it up into this whole fucking house. It was crazy.
Yeah, we put walls on the place,
Yep.
outside, inside, upside, downside, all of it.
Fucking insane.
So now, me being, I'm kind of like a monkey man, really, when it comes down to it.
Just
Like,
jumping around.
Yeah, I could
hanging
swing from vines and shit.
It's true.
So I was, the one night I was actually on the roof.
Yeah, because you could get all up on the terraces or whatever.
I was actually up on the roof on the outside. I don't know if you might not have been there.
No, I was cutting up.
And so I was sitting up on the roof, and behind me, I had a little torch.
Yeah.
Like a piece of wood, whatever. Well, the people down below going into the entrance couldn't see me up there because I was wearing all black. So every once in a while, I'd kind of poke up and I'd blow a fireball.
Jesus Christ. Man, yeah.
And people down below would seriously scream and run.
Oh, they were so fucking scared.
The best part was they would also lose their place in line. So that was kind of
funny. But the funniest part we'd always talk about it is watch these guys looking so cool with their girlfriends. Watch them scream and cry like a little girl. That's hilarious.
We had two types of walls. We had a regular wall, which was just thin plywood, some studs in there, nothing.
Yeah.
It was just a wall.
Yeah.
Then we have what we called the reinforced walls, or we call it the impact walls.
Yeah, they were made for...
they were made to be, ran into.
Yeah.
And they were the thick plywood and there's more studs in there, more structure to it.
Yeah.
Now, we actually had a group in the maze. Half the thing was a maze, the other half was individual rooms with little themes going on.
It was a maze. Amazing.
That's right.
All right.
We actually had 2 guys and 2 women going through as a group. And the one guy, somebody jumped out and screamed and scared the guy. He turned around and took out 2 impact walls.
Damn.
He ran face first into the wall.
Wow.
It fell down. He actually ran into another wall and it fell down.
Wow.
We had to stop, turn the lights on and everything.
I didn't even know about that because I was in there cutting up the wheels.
He was on the other side.
Had me slaving in there.
I mean, that was a good story for that night.
That was.
Now, anyways, what I was normally doing though was actually up in the rafters.
Yeah.
I would, because you could see up there from all the lights down below.
Just keep in mind, not a lot of people know that you can blow fire.
No.
That's a new thing.
I guess not. We never really discussed that.
Well, that one time you kind of burnt your beard off, you know what I mean?
That's when I learned you put Vaseline in your beard.
But he hasn't done it for a while, but back then, he'd do it all the fucking time. We'd be down at the park, blow fucking fire.
I remember one night after the haunted house, you weren't there, we were at Joe's house.
Yeah.
And,
you mean Bullet Head Joe?
Joe Decker's house. And we went up on the highway.
Yeah.
And him and I were standing on either side of the highway when cars would go by, we'd blow fire.
Wow.
That probably wasn't a smart thing.
Remember we cleaned Pampers out of his basement?
I do remember that.
To start a band?
It's not something I like to talk about.
Yeah, that band never worked out. But anyways, back to the story.
So I would walk along the rafters up on top, and I could look down, and I could see the groups coming through. Yeah. And if any shady business was going on, I could just swing down. And
swoop down like Batman on him.
Kind of.
Kapow, motherfucker.
And then, I was right there, and I could stop anything that was happening.
It's true. Yeah.
And
could you imagine a fucking jumping down, stunning somebody?
Oh, man, good. I never even
Wow, I should have had that job.
That would have been a good job. Now, keep in mind that we had the earpieces so we could communicate with each other.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk to Jim Bob because he didn't have an earpiece because he wasn't in the security.
They didn't allow me to, Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Well, they were nice.
For good reason. So, whenever a group would come through, they'd be out, in line, and we'd have, the people at the door selling the tickets and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then you also had people that were kind of looking out for the rowdy groups that might be coming through.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then,
you were one of them up on the rafters like Batman, ready to
I'm saying the people that were outside before they even got.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
So somebody would call on the radio and they'd be like, "Hey, we got a group coming in now. Give them a quick description. Keep an eye on them in case they get into any bad shit."
Now, the haunted house, behind the scenes, that's your first line of defense right there.
That's true.
And then you're the second line of defense where if they come through and they're acting some bullshit, you're going to stop blowing fire and you're going to fucking swoop right down on them.
And we got a couple people that were looking out. I mean, because, safety first.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
that was written all over the walls.
It was.
A big thing.
So some of the people that actually were dressed up would actually part of the security as well.
Yeah.
They'd walk around, aimlessly walk around, but then...
Kind of like those weirdos that follow you in the stores and stuff.
Yeah, kind of like
They're like security people.
Yeah.
But they act like they're not.
So, one night, now that you know the whole story of what this happens to be, one night, I'm walking through the rafters.
Yeah.
Jim Bob's down there doing his thing.
You just got done blowing fire and stuff?
No, I wasn't blowing fire that night.
Oh, okay.
Joe was blowing fire that night.
All right. Yeah.
So, I'm walking around the rafters. I look down, I see Jim Bob, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Now I keep going around. There's a weird strobe light room. Remember the room was all bright.
Oh, it was weird. It had shit hanging from it.
Yeah, it was
got lost in it, man.
So I'm walking around there, looking down, making sure there's nothing going on. No people making out.
Yeah, because people go back there and finger each other and stuff.
It's
crazy.
Lots of things happened there. There were some coffins that got used there whenever the place wasn't. Oh,
that's kind of creepy, guys.
Anyway, Dan knows that you. Anyways, so I walk past Jim Bob. I walk past the strobe room. I'm walking up towards the front where we have an indoor cemetery.
Yeah.
And there was a hearse in there. lights, and you'd walk past, and there was a certain motion thing on it, and the lights would start flashing, the horn would start blowing, scare the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't see it, and then all of a sudden you got headlights right in front of you, and the horn blowing. So I'm walking, and a group goes up, and the horn starts blowing, and I'm standing up there, and I'm laughing my ass off, because that's all I did all night.
Just laughing, people
Just
being
laughing, people
scared.
getting scared. And then I hear a commotion behind me, and I see lights that shouldn't be lit up.
Oh man, that's when you see lights in a haunted house.
It
Shit's
shouldn't be
going
there.
down.
And then Jim Bob is down there screaming, Clint, the place is on fire.
Man, yeah.
So Jim Bob runs over, hits the damn fire thing,
I was freaking the fuck
and
out.
we had the fire thing set up, so whenever you hit it, all the music stopped and
Yep.
the lights all came on. So, like, people knew it was time to get the fuck out of
And
the
that's
house.
that's what he's seen right there. And when you're working in a haunted house, that's your first sign that maybe there's been a murder.
Something.
Something
You
bad's
never know.
happening. Something out of control's happening.
So tell them what you saw from down there.
All right, well, maybe I was, maybe I wasn't fucking around with the fire blowing stuff, right? I know that's news. But I seen how cool everybody looked doing it, and I figured, you know what I mean? Remember I was asking Rick if I could be the next fire blower? Do you remember?
This ain't good.
Well, anyways, I wasn't even, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. All right, so.
I was going to have to make a call right there and explain some shit.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I'm 100%
I mean,
kidding.
that was damn near episode of Unsolved Mysteries.
You know how, like, I tell jokes and they're not funny?
Yeah, that was one
That
of
was
them.
one of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All right, so anyways.
Nice.
I'm standing there and almost...
Go back to where your mask is on, you're cutting a rug.
Oh, yeah, I'm cutting it up. All of a sudden, I smell smoke. I say, what the hell is that? And the girls over in the cage, they don't talk to me, but they were a little scared too. They're like, I smell smoke too, and it don't smell like the good kind, because people come in there and
Yeah.
hit those doobers. So we referred to that as the good kind of smoke. You know
Good
what I
kind
mean?
of smoke.
So, and it wasn't the fog machine, so then we start freaking out. I run over to the fucking fire alarm, because, they told me, remember that first day, they said, Jim Bob, if a fire happens, hit that fire alarm. I remember that. I smacked that fucking fire alarm on. All the girls started running with me, because they knew.
So you turned around and ran out too?
Yeah,
'Cause I
yeah.
didn't see you for a while.
Well, no, I didn't run out. I'm in there with the girls, you know what I
Oh.
mean? Because we got caught up in the maze, and you know me, I'm just DJing. I don't know the fucking maze.
It's true.
Neither do they. So we're running through the fucking maze. By this time, now I don't know where you were at this time, but by this time, the whole fucking place, things were fucking falling down.
Well, the
It was
best
getting
part
kind
is,
of intense.
I gotta put this out there
Okay.
real quick. Jim Bob probably didn't even notice this. Whenever we did the maze, we took some white chalk and wrote
Wow.
and put arrows on the floor.
Yeah.
So whenever the lights came on, you could just follow the arrows, Jim Bob, and get right out.
Well, between almost crying and
So all you had to do was look down.
but these girls were hugging up against me. I felt their boobs and stuff. And even in the midst of
Let's
that,
see where that would be distracting.
even in the midst of that fear of I'm gonna die in here, I was like, well, there's some nice boobs and stuff. So I was kind of a little distracted. But
Yeah, that does make sense.
so as I
I
see
can't fault you on that one.
as I see these fucking rafters falling, right, and I'm protecting these girls with my own body as like a human shield to these ladies.
So- So there's some things making sense right now.
Yeah, just things are falling. Tell me where you're at.
Well, I'm on the other
we
side.
never talked about this like this.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, we got interviewed by the Unsolved Mysteries people,
Yeah. Oh wait.
but they
till
never made a show out of it.
Yeah, probably because I was talking about the ghosts and they're
Is that-
scared of the truth. But go on.
So that makes a lot of sense because I was on the other side. I came down out of the rafters because the flames were rising up. And I'm
Yeah.
like helping people get out of the building on that side.
Yeah.
So you were over in a maze trying to get people out from there.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah, well just the three girls. But then as we're going, we're finally like getting out of the maze. We kept going to like, oh, dead end. And then when
Because you didn't follow the arrows.
and when you get to the dead end, there's some goofy monster. It's like, ooh, which wasn't fucking funny at this point. Anyways, we end up kicking the fucking wall down. I end up doing it for the ladies. We fucking run
I
out,
see ya.
run out of there, and we get out of the fucking place. Whole fucking place is up at that point. You know what I mean? I mean, it's beyond.
So you were out on that side. I was out on
you
this
you
side.
were out there.
No wonder we didn't see each other.
Well, then after that, do you remember we came around and met?
Yeah, when we were trying to get a head count of all the workers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But before that happened, or no, it was after that happened. Because then we're like, shit. There's not. Where's Louis? Louis wasn't there.
Yeah.
Not this Louis, but
No,
our other
Big
friend
Louis.
Louis, Big Louis.
No.
Sarah wasn't there.
yeah.
There's a whole bunch of people. Willie wasn't there. So, anyways, we're like, fuck, we need to go in and get him. Remember?
Then we had to get back into the building. Yeah.
Yep. And everybody's being pussies. You guys are gonna be mad at me for saying this, but you guys were all being pussies. All the people were still in there, and you're gonna let them fucking burn up. So what did we
That's
do?
right.
Ran in like fucking heroes. But
Right. And that's where I lost my first cowboy hat.
that is where, yeah, that was a sad day. But everybody made it out alive. We ended up going in, splitting up. He went this way, I went that way. Now this is where it gets fucking weird. This is where the Halloween spooky
Now,
shit
this
comes
is
in.
where Jim Bob claims it gets weird. Because
It
I
gets
didn't
fucking
witness
weird.
any of this. I was too busy saving lives.
So there is a fucking what are those soldiers? There is a fucking ghost that popped out just nowhere, just appeared from fucking nowhere. Anyways, he looked like a revolutionary. He's in one of them suits with one of them fancy wigs on they wear at the courts and stuff.
See, now here's how I can tell you
Might have
Jim
been
Bob's
Thomas.
full of shit.
No.
Here's how I can tell you.
I'm being serious.
Because he tried to tell me that a ghost started the fire. Now he's telling me a fucking...
Hold on, I'm getting to it. He don't even listen to me. I told him this before. So he looked like fucking Thomas Jefferson or something, right?
Thomas Jefferson, all right.
So I said, holy fuck, it might be Thomas Jefferson. I didn't know. I wasn't like, this is Thomas Jefferson, but I said, holy fuck, this might be Thomas Jefferson. And plus, it was a ghost, and he looked like he was going to tell me something, so I said, I'm going to listen. I was scared too,
Now, you do realize, Jim Bob, you're in a haunted house where people are dressed up.
I was, but nobody was dressed up. I hung out with everybody smoking cigarettes and stuff. Nobody was dressed up as Thomas Jefferson. So, and plus this guy was like, you know how like you're here and stuff and I can see you?
Yeah.
But like, imagine if you weren't here and I couldn't see you like halfway. You know what I mean?
Maybe it was the smoke blowing in your eyes.
Anyways, he looks at me dead in my fucking eyes. Thomas Jefferson or whoever he was said to me, he said, I started this fire, you little fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of my pig pen.
Why would Thomas Jefferson say that?
I don't know, but when he said that, I fucking pissed my pants a little bit, and I fucking ran like a bat out of fucking hell. And that's where I seen them little kids laying there. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember little kids.
And I said Clint, because Clint was on the other side.
Yeah.
Wasn't finding much. Ran over, helped me with the kids. We pulled them out of there. Sorry, it's just,
Yeah, we did become heroes.
We did.
And I think it's because, like, they were talking about making, like, a bronze statue of us and putting it out in front of the
Yeah.
building. But I don't think they did because of the unsolved mysteries. If we would have made it on a TV show, I think we would have got the statue.
very true.
And I think that's why we didn't get it, because we
But-
didn't make it on the show.
Yeah, I was a little drunk, and I told him one time too. I said, "We don't want the statue. Go fuck yourself. We're not
Why the
about
hell
that."
would you say that?
Because I get full of myself
Jim Bob, I
sometimes.
would have loved to have had a statue of myself.
But the point is, though, tell him about. Now, here's the thing. Clint's such a good
Loved to have
guy.
had a statue.
Clint is such a good guy. He's such a. I'm going to use the word. Such a fucking hero. That he's not even going to sit here and tell you about what happened with him when he saw Sarah was under that fucking big beam. What happened? Tell him.
Well, let's just say it's a good thing that I was in better shape back then.
Yeah.
Because I went to pick up the beam, because, that's itchy. You know how it is when you're in a scene of distress.
Yeah.
You have to do something pretty heroic.
Plus, back then he was built like a fucking ox.
Yeah, I was pretty big back then. So I went over and I went to pick up the beam.
The
but-
adrenaline kicks in.
yeah, the adrenaline kicked in. And the beam was hot where I was going to grab it.
Yeah.
Because I was figuring,
Wow.
well, I can grab it on this end and lift it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, she could slide out or something like
Yeah,
that.
pour with the other arm. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was hot, so I had to grab the beam closer to her, which means I had to pick up more weight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, son of a bitch, I ain't gonna be able to pick this damn thing up.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. The Incredible Hulk, that shit was real. Bill
Yeah.
Bixby, whenever he had to pick up the car and he couldn't do it,
Yeah.
and he failed, and that's why he went.
Oh, you got mad because you failed at picking it up and you said, fuck that.
yeah, pretty
And then
much.
you hulked out on it.
Yeah, because like whenever Bill Bixby in the show went to pick up the car to save his wife,
Yeah.
and he couldn't pick it up,
Yeah.
and then he started using like the radiology treatments on himself,
Yeah.
and became the Hulk. That's where I was at that moment,
Wow. That is with the green light hitting you.
and that's why I wish I would have had a statue. Thanks, Jim Bob,
Well,
for screwing that up.
It would have been nice. But he saved Sarah's life, needless to say, pulled her out of there. Meanwhile, why didn't I help him? Because I was out there
He was helping them little kids.
giving CPR to about 12 kids.
That's right.
So everybody lived. Everybody was fine. The haunted house did burn down, and a lot of the contraptions that took a lot of time to build were
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah,
but
but never got to reopen it either.
you can rebuild that. But little Johnny's life, that's something that you can't rebuild.
That's right.
You know?
And after that, the health department and safety department said, well, you just can't be doing that.
Yep.
Apparently, you can't have all them extension cords on like a couple circuits.
Yeah,
But
that
Jim
was
Bob
the
still
problem.
claims it was fucking Thomas Jefferson started the fire.
I got a hold of like 5 ghost hunter shows. I said, "Come the fuck out here. You got to investigate this because Thomas Jefferson's fucking talking to me, telling me he burned down the fucking haunted house." So Jesus,
And as you can see, Thomas Jefferson did burn down the place.
Well, I just want to say, Thomas Jefferson, if that was you, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
That was
Why did he do
very
something like
rude. There's a lot of people that almost got hurt and stuff.
that? Yeah, right.
But thank God the whiskey drinkers were there.
And that's what we do. We save lives because we are the whiskey drinkers. This here's Clint.
This is Jim
And
Bob.
we're getting the fuck out of here.
Happy Halloween, guys.